Welcome back to my YouTube channel, True Thinkers. It's your girl Dominique, and I'm back with a video. So this is gonna be kind of short but sweet. I just wanted to say, I wanted to start this thing off by cursing every person that listens to this, because you're not supposed to hear this. This is supposed to be a personal diary, but the Lord wouldn't allow me to curse anybody. Vengeance is the Lord's. And a lot of time people want to be God. They want to play God. They want to be God. They want to walk around like God, until it's time to actually manifest the evidence of what God exemplifies. God is sovereign. He's all-knowing. He is the Alpha. He is the Omega. He is the beginning, and He is the end. And I know a lot of times when I say certain things, a lot of people will regurgitate what I say. And so I just was like, wow, people really, really value my words. They either value my words or they're mocking God, because you could never mock me. You can mock God, but you can't mock me. And you know what the Bible says, God cannot be mocked. So that's why I always say, you're not mocking me, you're mocking God. And you know that God cannot be mocked, so you're not mocking nothing. A lot of people are pretenders. What I've been noticing is that there are a lot of people in leadership that are pretenders, especially the face of these organizations, these corporations. A lot of them are puppets, and I just been like, really, God is moving me into a new direction. And so I'm so excited, because I prayed for this. I said, God, whenever it's time for me to move into a new direction, I need you to, allow me to feel your presence, and to be obedient when you tell me to move, when you tell me to do something. And so it's time. God is showing me now that it is time. It is time to turn up a notch. Turn it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't keep doing the same things. You can keep doing the same things in the world, but when you walking with Christ, He's definitely going to always elevate you mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. And a lot of people, I just completed a video where I was talking about how people, all of us, it's not just people, it's me too. Like, we don't control our emotions. I don't know why we can't control our emotions. It's the name of the game. A lot of things, let me be specific and detailed. A lot of arguments, a lot of misunderstandings would be obsolete if so-called believers would control your emotions, control your feelings. And that goes for everybody that has a hand in it. Because a lot of times when you have a group of people together, everyone has a different personality. Everyone brings something good or bad to the table. And sometimes when you have people that is in your ear, emotional people who are in your ear, they're pushing certain narratives in your mind. It's a form of witchcraft. When you have a person, let's say you have a best friend, or you have a assistant, and they're always coming to you with bad news, or they're always coming to you about how they feel about certain people in the circle. That is direct witchcraft. If I have a friend and she's coming to me, like I told y'all my testimony where I had a coworker who was cool as ever. Like, we really did, get along. But I later found out that she was sent by Satan. And I would test the spirit by the spirit, even when I was not walking with Christ. And He allowed me to see that this person was being sent by Satan, but He also let me know that this person was into witchcraft. And so this person, would always have contention in their spirit, their hearts, their minds, their bodies, their soul. She was always telling me negative things about people, like always bringing me negativity, always bringing me drama, always bringing me stuff about her family, always talking negative about her relationship, always negative. And me, I'm a great listener, so I know she probably felt comfortable telling me certain things, but it was witchcraft the whole time. So I cut her off like a bad leg. I mean, when I cut her off, I cut her off so bad it didn't make no sense. How quickly and swiftly I removed her out of my life. And a lot of times, you guys, you have to cut these people off. A lot of times when these people are coming to you, they are sowing. I want to say this, and I want to say it appropriate. They are sowing division in your life. Sometimes we think that, we hear from God and it really just be us. It don't be God. It don't. Because your thoughts are not God's thoughts and your ways are not God's ways. So the way that you think about things is not the way God think about things. You hate your sister or brother. You hate your family members, but God don't look at them the same way that you looking at them. God knows what those people are going through. God knows the plans of their life. God ordains each and every one of our steps regardless. Because we're all going to be kneeling one day. If you believe, you know that you're going to be kneeling, and everyone around you, whether they believe or not, will be kneeling. So to get out of your body, to get out of your nature, to get out of your character, to get out of your body, to get out of your nature, to get out of your character. For me, I just look at it like, wow. You let the enemy use you. You let the enemy use you in a way that that you don't even see it, and you don't have people intelligent enough to see it. See, sometimes you got to have people who are believing, and you got to have unbelievers around you. See, a lot of times believers just want to fellowship with believers. Nobody wants to be around an unbeliever. They don't like it. Even though the Bible shows us the personality and the characteristics of Jesus Christ, we fail to want to be around those people. We don't want to be around drug dealers. We don't want to be around people who smoke and drink. We don't want to be around prostitutes. We don't want to be around low income people. We want to remove ourselves from it. We want to get to a place of peace. We always want to be peace when this world will never be peaceful. No matter how many prayers you put up, we already know that God's prophecy has to be fulfilled. So no matter how many prayers you put up, just know God's prophecy will be fulfilled because it is written. And his promises will never return void. So no matter how many prayers you put up, just know some of those prayers are going to fall upon deaf ears because God already know the plan. You feel me? So a lot of times the name of the game that I'm on, the journey that I'm on, is controlling my emotions. Not controlling your emotions, not controlling my children's emotions, because I'm going to train them in the way that they should go. And so I just thank God. I thank God for allowing me to seek his face. I thank God for allowing me to seek him in a way that I'm not compromising my spirit. See, this message right here, I know a lot of people are going to steal it and try to copycat it and try to mimic it. But you can copycat, you can do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And see, a lot of times I recognize what people are doing. I say certain things and do certain things so that I can see that spirit that's within them. I see the monitoring spirit. I see the copycat spirit. I see the witchcraft spirit. I see all of those spirits. God allows me to see them clearly because I'm not pretending, I'm being myself. And like I've always stated, that I don't have no outside opinions or organizations that's really, I can't, like, for me, true thinkers, that's why I know my true thinkers are really true thinkers. We cannot be bound. You know, we have to freely move around like Jesus Christ did. Jesus Christ didn't just stay in one place and just sit there all night, sit there all day. He didn't do that. So what makes you think I'm going to sit under an organization? I'm going to sit under a title, a corporation. What makes you think I'm going to sit under anybody and make them my idols and pretend like I'm not making them my idols? If you are part of any type of organization, ministry, anything that you are sowing into or claiming that God is telling you that to give money to these people, you are a fool. You are foolish. You are a fool and you are foolish. Because what about those people in your area each and every day? What about your sister that need help with rent? What about your brother that needs help with his children? That needs correction with his children? Where are you at there? You know where. You know why? You're too busy on the internet. You're sitting on the internet all day. And I'm not saying this to down talk nobody, because I am a sinner just like everybody else. And I have my own set of problems. And I'm not going to pretend like I don't. I just don't disclose my problems. I disclose them to who I need to disclose them to. And that's the Heavenly Father, through Jesus Christ, who strengthens me each and every day. And the Comforter, who keeps me at peace when I go through things. When people persecute me, they're persecuting God. They're persecuting Jesus. You know? So we are for sure separate. And we sure are cut from totally two different cloths. Because your upbringing, I could have never made it through. I would have never wanted to make it through those shoes. Trust me. Trust me. I wasn't raised like a lot of these people. A lot of these people were not raised right. I'm not even going to begin to speak on it. Because the Lord don't allow me to speak on people. Because certain people, when they get attached to you. And so I speak to God. I rebuke every attached spirit to me. That's attached to my looks, that's attached to my brand, that's attached to my businesses, that's attached to my children, that's attached to anything connected with me. I rebuke it in Jesus Christ's holy name. To hell, rendered powerless and harmless and unable to ever come back through those doorways. Because this is not... I don't want nobody attaching themselves to me. Attach yourself to Jesus Christ. Attach your mind. Control your emotions. I'm not just saying this for you. This is for me as well. If you go to my shorts, this is a special video. This is a special edition of video. I'm going to send this on out. Because if you're a real true thinker, you've been riding with me for a long time, so you know that I've always done this. The ones that secretly was able to see this, and the ones that needed to hear this. You know? So I just thank God for his provision for me. I thank God that I am spiritually growing each and every day. My maturity level is growing each and every day. I'm putting away the childish ways. A lot of us adults feel like we're adults, but we're still children. We're walking around here trying to live a second childhood. And that was me a couple years ago, or a year ago maybe. Trying to still live out a child. I don't know. It was like something was controlling me. It was a spirit controlling me. A warlock type spirit controlling my mind, my emotions, my feelings. Everything. And God has released and restored my life, and I am so grateful. So when I tell you I love the Lord, that's not to get no money from it. That's not to get nothing from it, Because God will always supply my needs without me having to ask for nothing or tell you a sob story in order to get some money. Because a lot of people are doing the same thing that these so-called four-wall buildings are doing. So they're going to be judged too. Giving these sob stories, giving these false testimonies so that people can you can pull on their heartstrings, which is witchcraft, and get them to give you some money. Or preach this so-called great sermon where you're saying all the right things that you got from Chat GPT and Google. You ain't getting nothing out the Bible. You got what Chat GPT gave you. Stop lying. We all use Chat GPT. It's a great resource. But some of us are trying to make it like it's our own, and it's not. So, it's been real, true thinkers. Let me just say this before I go. Welcome to all the new true thinkers. Y'all are truly true thinkers because y'all don't like the videos. And, y'all just sit around quietly. But it's all good with me. As long as you learning, I'm good with that. So I want to welcome all you true thinkers for real. And just know, I won't be asking y'all for money, cash outs, giving you sob stories. You knowing about my personal business, so you can say, well, what's your cash out? Where do you live? Or this. No. We're not making it about me. And a lot of people try to make it about themselves. And that's how they get money. And some people say, this is God. No, it's not God, because you're getting money from it. You're doing the same thing everybody else doing. Stop it. My heart now feels convicted to even take money off of YouTube for what I'm doing now. Like, I can't even do it. I can't, not on this platform. I won't be able to do it. But unless God switches up my conviction, then I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I can't take a dime off God's word, for real. And that's where I'm at. And peace and love and joy to my true thinkers. Peace and love and joy to y'all. Like, I really want y'all to know that peace and love and joy, the fruits of the Spirit, overtakes y'all, for real. And that you guys are waking up, and that you waking up to believing in Jesus Christ. Not just waking up, but knowing when you wake up, you know who woke you up. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you just wake up and you're grateful. But when you know who woke you up, it's a different feeling each and every day. So, I think I'm going to put this video out. And if I do, I'm just going to make it a video. It's not going to be a short. It's going to be a full video. Because a lot of people need to hear it. Because it's a lot of people out here pretending. It's a lot of... it's just a lot of things going on with people's emotions. And I just had to get this out. You know what I'm saying? To let people know, like, really check your emotions on things. Like, really be conscious of it. Because a lot of time we just going with the routine every day. God even showed me that a routine is you idolizing a routine. You can even make a routine an idol. No. Switch it up. Go a different way when you go to work. You know what I'm saying? Leave out for work at a different time. Go to a different restaurant. Do something different for your birthday. Hang around different people. Put yourself in a different... Get out of that routine. People, I'm telling you, the people who are telling you about, oh, you need a routine, that's witchcraft. Don't believe it, y'all. Routines are witchcraft. It keeps you stuck. Some people are wondering, why am I stuck? Why am I stuck? Because you're not switching up your routine. Yes, you're going to work every day. Yes, you make about $100K a year. Yes, you drive a nice car. Yes, you're doing the right things. Yes, you praying to God. Yes, you doing everything you're supposed to do. You living a righteous life. No, you're not immature. No, you're not sleeping around, sharing your body with different men. No, you're not having been married more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't have a husband, a living husband, and then got another man in your household. Talking about that's your man. Come on now. Ain't nothing righteous about that. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not here to judge nobody. But, I mean, just come on now. Use your brain. But, and you're that person, but you're like, why is stuff not shaking for me? Because you're doing the same thing every single day. You ain't doing nothing different. You do the same thing. You travel to the same places. And I'm telling you, God is opening my mind and my eyes and my heart and my spirit. You know what I'm saying? I know some people don't like to think. And that's on them, because God said renew your mind. In order to do that, you have to think. In order to renew your mind. But see, that go over a lot of people's head because they spiritually ignorant and immature. And all they know is to fight and flight. All they know is to fight and flight. And they'll never get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never get it. They never gonna get it. But True Thinkers, it's been real. I really gotta go now. Peace.